Do you ever see somebody, the countenance on their face? They walk into the room and they brighten the room right up with their countenance. Such a happy countenance, such a joy. You ever see a negative countenance? Somebody walks in the room and you can see the dark clouds coming in right with them, and you can feel it. You can feel it. Well, there's a countenance that blows all others away. That's the countenance of Jesus Christ. That talk about bringing in light and making you feel better when somebody has a great sunny countenance and walks into the room. Jesus comes in with the glory of God beaming from his face and blasting light on us that changes us into his image. Talking about feeling better after you see his countenance. We're made full of joy by his countenance. And that's the New Testament version of in his presence is fullness of joy. So his presence that Adam was with in the Garden of Eden, it's actually the countenance, it's actually the face of Jesus Christ. And that has so many connecting dots. Because remember, Moses couldn't see the countenance of God. He couldn't see God's face and live. But we can see the countenance of Jesus and live. We are made in the image of God by looking at the glory of Jesus. That's how we're changed into his image. We're changed by looking at his open face. We're changed into his image. This is so beautiful. Remember when God put Adam in the garden, he made him in his image. So associated with the Garden of Eden, there was man in the image of God. I'm full of joy by your countenance. Countenance is presence in the Old Testament. In thy presence is fullness of joy. You've made me full of joy with your countenance. It's the same verse. They're just reading it in different ways. Acts 2:28 is quoting, in thy presence is fullness of joy. But he changes the words slightly. And it's just so beautiful when you see them alter the words a bit, because they're not changing the verse when they're altering the words. They're giving synonyms. It's a synonymous statement. But the beauty of that is that you see it more clearly. If he just given it one way, in thy presence is fullness of joy. Wow, that's great. But he says, this is also what it's saying. You've made me full of joy with your countenance. And so think of the image of God when Adam was put in the garden. Think of the presence of God in the garden and watch how this comes together. Because in 2 Corinthians 3:18, we all, with an open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same